When you're installing a new vinyl liner and you turn on the vacuums, are all the wrinkles just supposed to disappear, or how does that work? And a lot of people can get confused about this because it kind of depends on the situation, with the first most important thing being, is the floor of your pool wet or is it dry? Now, there's a lot of different ways to install liners, many different techniques that different technicians use. Some people prefer to have the pool totally dry and they use a sweeping technique to clean the bottom, whereas many others prefer to use a garden hose and a wet rinsing method in order to get all of the debris down into the deep end hopper where it can be vacuumed out. So, the first question I have, if you're asking me about wrinkles, is, well, is the pool floor wet or is it dry? And if you have a sand bottom, I'm gonna qualify that as wet because it's usually going to be damp, and that would be enough to cause the friction. And that's what I'm about to say: is if the concrete floor of your pool is wet when you hang a new liner, it suction cups in place, and as a result, it's very hard to work the wrinkles out. Now, I actually prefer the wet method for installing liners, but what you have to realize is that you have to manually pick up and put the liner exactly where you want it because you really won't be able to move it very much once you have the vacuums on. If you had a dry swimming pool floor, let's say it's a blazing hot sunny day and you've got a grout bottom floor in your vinyl pool and you've swept it clean 100 times over, it's clean enough that you could eat off the floor, that's perfect for installing a new liner. If you put a vinyl liner in that pool and put the vacuums on, pretty much it's going to just deal with all of the wrinkles by itself because there's no friction on the floor. The liner just slides so smoothly and evenly over the floor that any wrinkles that might have been there will just find their way to the edges of the pool. And that's exactly how you would deal with wrinkles when you're installing a vinyl liner. Like if you have a damp or wet floor when you go to install your liner and you're like, well, I mean, it sounds pretty good to do it dry, but mine's not like that. That's not an option for me. So how am I going to get the liner or get all the wrinkles out of the liner? The way that you would do that is I would normally set two people in the pool at the shallow end break point. The break point is where the slope starts from the shallow end towards the deep end. And what I would do is I would manually pick up the liner and I would put it at that corner or at that break point, and then I would have a person stand on the liner in that location. And if you do that with somebody on either side of the swimming pool, essentially what it allows you to do is manually manipulate the shallow end into position without having to fight the weight of the liner in the deep end. The weight of the liner in the deep end has the tendency to want to drag the liner from the shallow end towards the deep end. And so that's one more consideration I would say as well, is if you have a damp or wet floor when you're installing your liner, I might position people at the shallow end breakpoints, but then I'm also going to probably position people or bags of salt or bags of sand as weights in the shallow end furthest from the deep end. Because if you're going to have a problem with coving of your vinyl liner, that's where that problem's going to exist. If you don't make sure to have enough liner such that it runs along the floor all the way until it meets the wall of the shallow end, what you don't want to do is come up short by 6 inches and then you end up with a big rounded cove in that location. That would be very undesirable when installing a new liner. If the liner or if the floor is dry, you can probably just kick at the edge of the pool using the side of your foot, and that will shift the liner towards the shallow end wall. But as I was saying, if the floor is damp or wet, you can kick at the edge of the pool and you might get a little bit of movement from the wrinkles towards the edges of the walls, but any wrinkles that are existing in the middle of the shallow end floor or running down the long slopes are probably not going to move. So when you turn on the vacuums, if all of the wrinkles are not gone, do not start the water yet. It could be a mistake to think, well, there's a couple wrinkles there. I'll work those out once I have the weight of the water on it. It's possible, but you won't be able to move those wrinkles very far. So if I had a wrinkle like at the long slope, maybe a foot or two away from the wall, that would be okay for me. And I might start the water at that point, knowing that once the weight of the water gets up on the shallow end floor, there's going to be a lot less coving where the liner meets the wall as it is right now. So what you want to do is turn on the vacuum. You want to see all of the wrinkles disappear. If they're not, then you need to get in the pool, manually manipulate the liner from the center towards the edges to get rid of the wrinkles. If you can't get rid of them all, then you need to turn off the vacuums and try picking up and manually placing the liner in place. Use people to help you. Stand on the liner, hold it where you put it, and that way when you put it under vacuum, it will be easier to get all of the wrinkles towards the edges. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.